And it says we are live. Hey guys, Master Farr here, and I'm back with another unboxing vid. And today we are taking a look at the Studio Series 112 Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. This was released last year and was made to promote the movie Transformers 1, which you haven't seen already. Go see that movie. I'm still annoyed that movie bombed, but still, yeah. This is the Studio Series 1 Optimus Prime. And yeah, he is a deluxe class figure, and I got this the other day, and let's take a look at him. Taking a look at the side of packaging, we have a render of Optimus Prime. On the back, we have uh, some more renders of Optimus Prime in robot mode and vehicle mode, and he comes with accessories like the Matrix and his axe. Now let's get this guy out of the box and see what he's like. Right here we have the figure itself and the backdrop, which I don't even bother with these. This is and this part of the is based on the other movie where he becomes Optimus Prime out. There you go. We got the little instruction booklet and everything. We'll just put that off to the side, and just this to the side. Initial impressions: this guy looks pretty nice. Yeah, it may look like it was pre-yellowed, but it doesn't look as bad in person. We have the accessories right here. We'll just get that off to the side. We've got a couple things here. We've got his smokestacks, his Energon axe, some front blasters for the vehicle mode, and of course the Matrix. Which, taking a look at the Matrix itself, zooming in, it's pretty nicely sculpted and detailed. I like the little grooves right here that'll help it hold it. But yeah, let's get it all off to the side and get this bad boy out of the packaging. There we go. And here we go. Alrighty, initial impressions in terms of how it looks pretty good. It definitely looks a lot better than that big one Optimus. Okay, first we got now, we just got attached the smokestacks right here. And attach it right here. Taking a look at the backdrop right here, it's based on Icon from the movie, and yeah, it's I honestly think these things are a waste of packaging. Like, I don't know why they keep doing them. Yeah, just getting that off to the side. We have the Matrix right here, which we can store in his chest right here, which is pretty nice. And yeah, this part we'll just put off to the side for like alt mode. And we'll start by taking a look at this bad boy. Now, starting off by taking a look from the molding, I gotta say this is very nicely sculpted. Definitely captures how he looked in the movie pretty well. You got some greeveling detail on the arms. I like how the waist is sculpted, and the iconic grill abs look pretty nice. I really like this head sculpt. Honestly, out of all the Optimus Prime designs, I think this one might be my favorite. Head can move really well up this far. It can look all the way up. It can look down this far. Can move kind of side to side. Arms are on butterfly joints, and it looks like due to transformation, they can like hinge out a little. Arms are on like those trigger happy shoulders, and can go, looks like 360 degrees. Elbows can bend, 360-degree rotation at the elbow, and wrists are on a swivel. Waist swivel, which is a standard for Transformers now. Oh, it looks like the waist right here, it's like on a piece. Hey, Riley Watts, welcome. Even though you despise one Optimus, you can appreciate a good figure. That's good to know. Yeah. Yeah, waist right here is on a little hinge right here. Legs can move out this far, very nice and tight, and can move back this far. And it looks like we got a very good split right here. Knee joint right here is very nice. Legs can rotate 360. And we've got a very good ankle tilt, which is very good. So yeah, articulation on this guy is very nice. And it's definitely very good, especially for a deluxe figure. Taking a look at his accessory, we have the Energon axe, which he had in the movie, which is very nicely sculpted. No gun, though. I wish he came with the gun. But yeah, it looks like we can just put it in his hand. And this looks really nice. I gotta say, initial impressions, this guy is a very nice looking figure, and he feels pretty good for his size. For the sake of comparison, here he is with the mainline Optimus Prime from Transformers 1, and I gotta say, these two look really good together. I'm gonna use this one from now on as Orion Pax, at least until the Studio Series Orion comes out. I do think the colors on this one are a little better. Honestly, I like the deeper blue and the silver a little more. But yeah, this does look pretty good on its own. As for other comparisons, here he is with this piece of trash. Yeah, the Ultimate Energon Optimus Prime, which I did a live stream on. I completely regret buying. This might be one of the worst Optimus Primes I've ever gotten. He might make it onto the worst list for this year. In fact, he probably will. He might be in, like, in terms of top 5, probably. Here he is with the Blockies Galaxy version Optimus Prime. And you can see this is pretty cool because if you have any, like, the cogless bots, this is basically how they scaled in the movie. I get it, Riley Watts. Sometimes the aesthetics aren't for everyone. There's some people out there that didn't like animate it, honestly. But overall, I genuinely like the aesthetic of this guy. And speaking of blockies, here he is with the model kit of the one Optimus Prime. And yeah, these two look really nice together. But yeah, that being said, overall in robot mode, this is pretty nice looking. And another thing we can do is, oh yeah, we can recreate his little flamethrowers from the movie, it seems, because these are little accessories so you can recreate when the scene when he uses these as flamethrowers, which is pretty cool. My only nitpick in this mode, it's very good looking, but I just wish the colors weren't as dull. But yeah, taking a look at the Matrix, you can of course hold it because he has these little grooves in his hand right here. So we just take it like so. And there we go. And he holds the Matrix very well. And I'm glad when they give him a Matrix, it's only when they essentially just give it like the ability to hold it. And does he have a... Yes, he has a little figure stand port right here. So if you want to have him like flying through the air like that, you can just put him right here. Just bring the stand. But yeah. Overall, in robot mode, this is very nice looking. This part seems to like to come undone, which is a little annoying. It's not on a pin joint. It's just on a little clip. But yeah, there we go. Getting back that on. And overall, very nice robot mode. So let's move on to transformation. We're just going to put the... this is a little annoying. I guess my only nitpick is I wish the waist piece was on a pin. So yeah, taking the head back, we can just... Take a look at the instructions. Okay, we're supposed to turn it this way. Put it in right there. You can recreate the scene where his head drops in. Take the this part right here, bring it up, and just bring up the waist right here. take this part out, flip it up. Looks like we just take these parts right here. Yeah, I agree. Riley. We need something to help us set the course with Transformers, especially since it doesn't like seem like Hasbro wants to do anything big, especially with stuff like Cyber World. Just looks like it's playing too safe. Again, I really think they should just bring over Wild King because I would totally buy those figures. They look fun, and it essentially reminds me of Beast Wars a little. Mammals versus reptiles and stuff. But yeah. Oops. Put this back in. Yeah, there's no pins right here. Let's see here. Get this. Okay, we got that in right here. Turn the waist around, seems. Oh, yeah, it is. Likes to come undone, it seems. I wish there was a little bit of pins in this, but yeah, this arm seems to like to fall off. Back in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's one nitpick. Like some of the stuff I wish was just like pinned in. Just get this. Okay. Do the same on this side. That's pretty interesting. Now we just put this part right here, and we got the front of the truck done. Another bone I have to pick is how the new toys and figure have issues with loose limbs and parts. Back in the day, first toys, we didn't have the issues of limbs, of loose parts. I agree. But yeah, it definitely, there's been some budget cuts over the years, but like, yeah, we do need like I feel like we have too many lines going on. Just like we have like, we don't need authentics. We don't need like a main line for movie, especially if it's going to be all gimmick toys. Just like focus on like Chug and Studio Series, honestly. And like if you're going to do a kids line, like stop making it all gimmick toys, because let's be real, all those gimmick toys are clogging shelves. And also cut down the bumblebees, like seriously. Yeah, too many new lines. I agree, Riley. Okay, now bring in the feet. Just put those down. Flip out these areas right here. Put the legs together. Put this foot in. Move the feet up like so. Now we're just going to attach the arms right here. Put everything together like this. Yes. And run the smokestacks like so. Do the same on this side. And we just need good figures, not perfect, but just good enough to focus on key parts to make it a fun toy. Yeah, I agree. And so far, I think this is a pretty fun toy. And finally, we're just going to take the front part right here. Yeah, we got a little bit of parts forming, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But hey, it's not as bad as, say, Earthrise, Ironhide, and Ratchet, where you had mandatory parts forming. Yeah, but yeah, there we go. Here we have Optimus in vehicle mode. And I gotta say, this is actually pretty good looking. I like his all mode design. Taking a look at it, it rolls pretty nicely because I think, I believe these wheels are pinned on, which is pretty nice. I do wish they did something better to hide the arms because they're just sticking out in vehicle mode. I know people use this, oh, it's Cybertronian, but like, still, I think like the arms could be hidden a little better. But yeah, this is pretty nice. And it looks like something else we can do is just take the X right here and just put it in here, right over here. And yeah, we also got some little axe storage like the Ultimate Energon figure. And overall in vehicle mode, I gotta say this is actually pretty nice looking, even with these exposed arms. But yeah, rolls pretty nice, looks pretty good for the sake of comparison. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I just say this is also like very nice looking roll mode. Exactly. This is what I meant. This is the quality, not perfect, not good. We need more of these. We need Soundwave. One looks great in TF1. Of course, he always looks great. Yeah, that Soundwave design was really good. I can't wait to see him, Starscream, and Shockwave get figures because I really like those designs, especially Starscream. I know Blackies is doing those right now. Like, there's a model kit for Starscream, and I'm hoping we get figures of them too, because one had a very small cast, and I wish we were able to get more figures out in time for the movie. We only got Optimus and Megatron, and yeah, the main line gave us Alpha Trion and B-127, but still, yeah, here he is with the Legacy G1 universe Optimus Prime. And these two look really nice together, and it's kind of cool seeing like the original Optimus Prime design compared to this new one. But yeah, overall, I'm a pretty big fan of this figure, and like, let's get this bad boy back into robot mode. Now we're just gonna basically reverse, like take out the arms like so. This part I'm just gonna throw off to the side because it doesn't look bad without it. It still looks pretty good. Gonna just move the feet right here. Flip up the feet. Put the wheels on this side right here. Do the same on the other side. Flip up this back part. Flip up the head. Basically sandwich all this back into place. I like how the arms transform, especially. This is pretty cool. It just essentially just sandwiches back into place. See, I didn't mind Shockwave and Soundwave design, but it's hard to screw up. And there was so much character, which felt so refreshing. I agree. Those designs were really good, and I really hope we're able to somehow get something for Transformers 1 in terms of a sequel, because that was such a good movie. It's probably my favorite Transformers movie next to the original 86 movie. Now, just putting this part back into place. Yeah, we're just gonna flip this down. Turn around the waist like so. Flip down the back piece right here. And here we have Optimus back in robot mode. And yeah, this piece is kind of pointless. That's my only nitpick. We really didn't need this piece, honestly. Kind of waste of budget, but yeah. I wish we got the gun instead of this piece. But yeah, just putting back in the Energon X right here. Overall, I would definitely recommend this figure because he's pretty nice. Once again, for sake of comparison, because I think the animation went so well with them to felt like Cyberverse, Shockwave, and Soundwave, which were awesome. Yeah, Soundwave and Shockwave were really entertaining in Cyberverse. In fact, Cyberverse Soundwave is probably my favorite iteration of the character. But yeah, bring in like Devastation Optimus Prime. you can see these look really nice together. And I gotta say, and oh yeah, and just one more thing, we'll bring in another deluxe Optimus Prime right here. Here he is with the G1 Universe Optimus. I gotta say, Hasbro is really blowing it out of the park lately with deluxe Optimus Primes. Like, I don't know what it is about the size class and Optimus Prime that goes so well together, but it really does. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. I would highly recommend getting this. You could probably still find him on shelves. I think Dark of the Moon Sound was my favorite. He was still him, but more mature and less hard to find and intimidating. Yeah, Bayformer's Sound was pretty cool too. He was probably the most faithful interpretation of a character in the Bayformers movie, considering how different some of those interpretations were in the movie. Most notably, how Optimus Prime was a bloodthirsty murderer. And you had characters like Skids, who acted nothing like G1 Skids, though, to be fair, there wasn't much to G1 Skids. But yeah, overall, I would highly recommend this guy because he's really fun. And I might just have to pick up the rest of the One figures from Studio Series because I did see like B127 earlier, and I might have to pick him up later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Master Farr signing off, and I will see you next time with this bad boy. So stay tuned.